Pehlke of Merrill giggles with joy while playing indoors with her family on a rainy spring day.
She loves to play with her brother and her sisters at home, especially her mom and dad. She just adores them. So it's really neat to see, where she's at.
Harlie has come a long way since her birth 3.5 years ago. Just hours after her delivery, everything seemed normal until
I was rocking her in a rocking chair at the hospital, and she fell asleep and just turned blue.
And then they took her over to the bed, and when they opened the blanket, she was like completely limp.
Doctors put Harlie on oxygen, but she showed little improvement. She was then transferred to the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, or Nicu, at Ministry St. Joseph's Children's Hospital in Marshfield. Testing revealed Harlie had a rare genetic disorder where the brain fails to tell the body to breathe when sleeping.
Congenital central hypoventilation syndrome. This is only the second child I have ever taken care of with that particular syndrome. There's only been about 1,000 reported in this country ever. So Harlie's in a very rare genetic syndrome.
Doctors gave Harlie a tracheotomy so she could be hooked up to a life support machine.
This is a scary diagnosis. To send a baby home on a breathing machine is really a terrifying event.
The Pehlkes face the challenge of having a baby with a rare condition and maintaining normal lives for their 5 other children at home an hour away.
We didn't even know what was in store for us. We told the kids. They handled it very well, actually. We took them over every other weekend for a couple hours, and they got their turns to go in the NICU and see her and everything.
In the NICU, Harlie and other children's lives are touched daily by equipment funded by donations to the Children's Miracle Network. CMN also helps ease the financial burden for families who have children with lengthy hospital stays.
Gas cards, and they gave us meal tickets. Yeah.
Does that help?
Yes, it helps. Yeah, especially being an hour away and having the other kids at home. I had to go back and forth every day so that I could get home by the time that they were out of school to get them supper. But I didn't want to leave her over there by herself, so then every morning I'd go back over there.
During that time, Harlie's family became close with the nursing staff, who took care of Harlie and answered the family's questions.
From the beginning, it was a very scary what is this diagnosis? What does this hold for my child as a baby, as a toddler, for her future? And they are phenomenal. They're right there on top of everything that Harlie needs, which you need to be. You need to be aware of what she needs for her trach, what she needs for her vent. What are the signs that Harlie's getting a cold?
Harlie spent 7.5 weeks in the hospital. Her return home brought many changes for the Pehlkes. A nurse stayed in their home every night to watch over Harlie as she was hooked up to the ventilator. During the day, she used a portable oxygen tank.
She was on 24/7. If she was awake, she still had to have an oxygen tubing attached to her, and somebody had to carry the oxygen for the first 2 years. And then they slowly started weaning her off 15 minutes at a time.
After 2 years, Harlie said goodbye to the portable oxygen.
We just got off oxygen this past August. It's extremely freed her up.
She continues to use the ventilator at night.
But she will always have to sleep with some kind of a machine.
Whether she chooses to continue with the ventilator or use a face mask model, the machine is a lifeline. While Harlie may face a lifetime of medical challenges, her family is optimistic.
She's doing really good. She can walk and run like any other kid.
Surrounded by those who love her and have one simple wish.
Just living everyday life, as a family.
A family that knows Harlie's rare condition does not define her.
The syndrome doesn't hold her down. She's Harlie. She's not her syndrome.